Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here to work on So Many Books, So Little Time by Diamond Art Club. It has 53 colors. It is a square diamond painting. I'm about, I'd say 2/3 done because I'm right here. That's what I'm doing right now is those things right there. And then there's only this much left of the painting. So about 2/3 done. We're going to start with F, which is FF is 317, the DMC color, and holy cannoli. I was like last week, I said, oh, now my granddaughter sleeps consistently. They say never talk about stuff because then it changes. Well, yesterday she barely slept 40 minutes. Today, I got everything out. I got everything laid out, like on the counter, because I diamond paint on my counter because it's the easiest place to film. And I could film upstairs, but I don't want to film upstairs too far from the baby. Like right now, I could hear her, upstairs, I wouldn't hear her. So I want to film down here for sure. Is that an F? Yes. And so usually 5 minutes. I have her asleep, literally 5 minutes. I put one song on and I kind of rock her, but standing up and just go back and forth. And let me maybe zoom out a little bit. And then, after the one song, I can tell, by the breathing, because she's on my shoulder, I can tell by the breathing, oh, she's sleeping. But to make sure that she's really asleep before I try to put her down, I'll play a second song, And, oh my goodness, her dad is in a band and they have a song and they have more than one song. But there's one song that she really likes, so I put that on for her. And as soon as she hears it, the little feet start bouncing, And then eventually she falls asleep pretty quickly. Of course, today I want to diamond paint and 35 minutes. My back is on fire. Oh my goodness. At the end, we have a couch in that room. It's my son's couch. Hopefully someday he'll take that with him. But for now, it's just laying up, sitting up against the wall. And we got the room for it there. So for things like that, I just go and I sit down when my back is on fire. And then I just kind of bounce, and try to get her to go to sleep. Anyway, finally, 35 minutes later, she is asleep. My daughter said she didn't sleep well last night either. The kid is 18 months old, and she'll sleep good 2 nights, and then she won't sleep the other night. And she's been having trouble like teething, and then there's sleep regression and all that stuff, right? So you add all that. Okay, so at 1 year old, she had 6 teeth. And at 18 months old, or I guess she's 19 months old today, she has 13 teeth. So in like 7 months, she grew 7 teeth. So it's like a tooth a month, except they take forever to come out. Like I'm talking like over a month. And there's always 2 or 3 that come out together, sometimes 4. And it's like, so she's just miserable. Like she's in so much pain. I think I talked about that last week, how I took her one night and I barely slept. Now I was like, well, maybe I should take her tonight. But then I'm like I still have to work, like tomorrow I have a live at 9. That's going to be 2 hours. And then I'm going to have another live at 1. That's going to be a couple of hours too. And if I don't sleep, those are hard to do. And plus I have to work on getting my store ready. It's pretty much ready right now. I mean, we've kind of taken our time now because the postal office, the Canada Post is on strike. So I checked to see how much it would be to package, to send packages with other people. And it was like, ooh, there is no way. It's just way too much money. So, okay, so now we're going to do black, which is 310. and it's the dot here on the canvas. So I'm like, you know what? We're just gonna wait. And I started working on Christmas stuff. So my son did Christmas, digital prints the last few years. And now I'm putting them into files that I can cut. And I'm going to make die cut packs with, all those things. So I started with the snow globes. And I did the snow globe Santa. That's what they look like. I have some right here because I was doing that before she went to bed. So I'm doing like a large die cut pack. I know a lot of them are not large. Most of them are like bigger than normal, and then, or a lot of them. And then there was spaces left on the paper. So I'm like, hey, I can add a few extra, right, in there. So there's 15 pieces. So we have the snowman, the Santa, the reindeer. What's the other one? Snowman, Santa, reindeer. I can't think of the fourth one. And I don't think they're all here because I only did a few this morning. I did the snowman, Santa, and reindeer, and that's why I can only remember those. I know we have one for Valentine's Day, so do we just have 3? Yeah, maybe there's only 3, and then I did a mix one of like 2 inches, and I mix all the different kinds together. So that was fun. So I'm cutting those up while we're waiting for postal to become available. So they start shipping again. It shouldn't last too long because, it's almost Christmas and people want to send their packages. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of pressure to wrap that up. Okay, so I had to get some water. And while I was up, I went to check because I have a bunch of them cut up behind me. And it's Christmas tree, so a Christmas globe, and there's a Christmas tree inside. So there is 4. I didn't think I was losing my mind, but then I thought, well, maybe. It's always possible. Oh, so I don't know how long this video is going to be because I'm going to go until she wakes up. And today's Wednesday, and tomorrow I don't have time. I don't even think I have time to actually do 20 minutes on this. You know what I mean? Like, unless after she goes home tonight, I can do a little bit, but probably not. So let's hope that she sleeps at least an hour, right? Because out of that 25 minutes, she did sleep on me. So she probably got some of her sleep. Do you know what I mean? So I might only get half an hour. I had to take a leave because, like I said, my back was on fire. But I thought, you know what? I was going to keep making packages and stuff. And then I thought, you know what? You deserve to just sit down for a little bit and do some diamond painting. I did some last week, and it's because she had gone home early. And I was like, I miss it. I miss diamond painting. So maybe I can try. Maybe I can, start on Monday. And then if I only get half an hour done, then I can maybe do, again, half an hour on Tuesday. But I was super exhausted too. So I think on Monday, I went to sleep. Or I laid down. I shouldn't say I went to sleep. I laid down in the same room that she's in. We have a bed in there and a crib. So I laid down and I just I was falling asleep and she woke up. Because, I don't fall asleep at the drop of a pin. So it takes me a little bit of time. And I think I was so exhausted because on Saturday and Sunday, I think I worked 9 hours upstairs. And Saturday I worked maybe 6 hours. Mason had a hockey game, so then, you know, I could only start in the afternoon. I was going to get up in the morning before the hockey game, and I was exhausted. I was like, no, I can't. And I had a few hockey games to edit and upload. They had a hockey game last night. They won 3-1, which was awesome, because the game before, oof, they didn't play well. They lost 8-4. I mean, if they would have played like they played in that third period, ooh. And I mean, the shots on net don't show it. We had more shots on net than they did. Our kids had 33 shots on net, and they won 8-4. So it wasn't going well. And so last night, oof, they played hard. It was getting rough though. That team, the first time we played them, we're like, holy cow, is this what U13 is going to be like? Like, they are some rough. So let's see, I start at 11:21. It's 11:33 now. So it's going to be at least 10 minutes. So I haven't read many books. Like I said, by the time I go to bed, I am just pooped. And a lot of times I'm editing videos. This week, that's what I've been doing all week. I edited all the videos that I filmed on the weekend. Well, I shouldn't say all. I still have 3 to do. And because tomorrow and Friday, the reason I went gung-ho is because tomorrow I have a live in the morning, a live in the afternoon. I might be able to film. I'm hoping I can film the scrap process video for YouTube and maybe make a page kit. I'm hoping in between, because I might be able to. Because Dave's not going to get home till like 6 probably. I don't know, maybe I can put something in the crock pot first thing in the morning, and then I don't have to worry about it, you know? It'll just be ready when we're ready for it, because I won't have time to cook. Because I plan on, you know, it's about 2 hours in the morning, and I'd like to do 2 hours in the afternoon, at least, on YouTube. And then I wouldn't mind filming a video or 2. That'd be fun. Because Friday morning, Mason has a hockey tournament. And it's our home rink. So because it's our home rink, they need people to volunteer. You know, a tournament doesn't run itself. So they expect the people of the team, you know, the parents or grandparents or whoever, to volunteer. So his first game's at 11:30 till 12:30, and then Mason and I are going to do the 50-50 from 2 to 4, and then we'll probably go get him a small bite to eat after that. And then he's got a game at 5:45, and just to get out of the arena, you know, because it is cold in there. So just to get out of the arena, warm up, and then we got a game at 5:45, and then they have a game on Saturday at 2 something, I think. And then it depends on how they do, and then it, you know, whether or not we make it further. So we shall see. We shall see. So, and so yeah, oops. I put new wax in there, but it's still not grabbing very well. I didn't think there was that many 310s, but I mean, you gotta do them, so might as well. Oh, there's one right there. Might as well just get them done. I think the 310s and the ABs are my probably least favorite. And I think the 310s is because there is a lot of like garbage ones more than other ones, you know, more than other colors. So the book that I'm reading right now, actually I'm reading two books. I'm reading Same Time Next Summer. I'm about 25% in. And I got it from the library. And I think I only have like 12 days left. So I got to start reading a couple chapters every night at least. Maybe 3 or 4. The chapters aren't long, so maybe I should put like a page number instead. The chapters are between 5 and 7 pages long. And usually I can fly through that pretty quickly, but I think it's just because I'm so tired. I just can't even keep my eyes open. So we will see, we will see. And then the boys are selling the wax right now. And not everyone, but a lot of them came up to me and said, because I gave them samples and they were like, can we keep the samples? And I was like, that's $300 worth of samples. So I don't think I can do that. Like, that's a lot of money. And, but then I thought, you know what? I'll make them a goal. If you guys can sell 500 and their team gets to keep $6 of the sale, right? So then that means their team is going to make $3,000. There's not too many fundraisers that they get $3,000. Shoot, that's the wrong one. Oh no, that's the right one. That they make $3,000. And I was talking to some of the parents, and it just started on last Thursday, and yesterday was Tuesday. And some parents have over 20 sold already. Over 20. And in order for them to sell 500, each player, I mean, some players are going to sell more than others, but 29 each. So it's doable, right? Most of the people they know is people in hockey. So, and the kids love it. What they do is they take the hockey wax and they rub it on their stick, and then it's supposed to, you know, like the wax makes it so that the puck doesn't just slip off their stick and stuff. So there we go. Let's do some over there. And it doubles as an air freshener because, whew, I mean, now they're getting older, so when they sweat, it stinks. Oh, it doubles as an air freshener. Okay, so that was DMC 3371, and it was container 47. Yes. So there's not too much of those, so good. I'm trying to do all the boring colors. I don't really enjoy doing the dark colors. I don't know why. I mean, maybe because they don't pop on the canvas as much as the other stuff, you know? So you don't enjoy it as much, but... And I'm also reading Practical Magic, and that I've been reading since October. And I don't have much left. I would say reading time, like maybe 2 hours, 3 hours. It's like, just get it done, just get it done. But I don't even know. I brought down my Goodreads goal, and I don't even know if I'm going to make it because I'm having a hard time getting reading in. And I mean, that's life. There's other stuff I need to do right now. Okay, so that's, oh my goodness. These are 3 dots. And these are 3, oh, okay, 33. To me, that's too close. You know, they could have done something else. I know it's a different color, but when you're going, it's like, what was I doing again? It's 3 something. Here. So, and I've watched 2 Christmas movies up to now. Usually that's not me at all, but I'm in the mood for Christmas. Maybe it's because I'm doing embellishments and stuff for Christmas. I started working on my December daily. So if you're a scrapbooker, every Thursday when I go live, I'm going to be working on my December daily album, like what Ali Edwards, she's the icon lady for that. And so I started working on that, trying to get ahead, because I mean, this Sunday's December 1st, so we got to start, you know, filling in our albums if you're doing December daily. So I'm like, you know what? I would have loved to have at least, I was hoping 15, but now that I know that December's this Sunday, and I only have 3 pages done, it's probably not gonna happen. Probably not gonna happen. Like even last week, it just felt like far away, and it's like, no, it's not. It's literally, a few days away. So, but this Thursday, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna hopefully get 6 done. That's what I'm hoping, and then I'll have 9. And that's good. I'm going to be happy with that. And I don't think before December 1st, I'm going to have a chance to work on that, because this weekend, I'm going to have to just run around for the tournament. So, and usually by the time we get home, I am just toast, especially on Friday. We're going to be there for 10:30, and then he's going to play, and then we have to have lunch, and I think I'll make something for lunch, because we won't have too much time to go out and eat. Plus, I don't want to eat out twice. What was that, 33? Yes. So let me make sure there's no more. Oh, I forgot those 2. Oh man, I hate that when I do that. Let's do those right away. I didn't say, oh, let me check to make sure. I didn't do that, and there's a whole bunch. It's not as if I just missed 1 or 2. I missed a whole bunch. So yeah, I don't want to buy food for 2 meals. And then he's going to have like a little snack or something before he plays, because they play at 5:45. So if he eats at noon, he's going to have to eat again before they go on the ice again. So we're going to go and probably buy food for the second time. Dave is going to try and take the day off, but because it's Black Friday, he could get called, if there's a big issue, let's say with, I don't know. I'm like, but what could go wrong that you'd be called for? And he goes, oh, there's tons of stuff. So it's like, okay. So whatever he could get called for, he could get called for. So he put the time to take the day off. He's got almost 3 weeks of bank time. So he's got lots of time. Plus he's got lots of vacation too. So we're going to do the 3 triangles now, and that is 820. Oh, that's the wrong one. Why would they do that? Oh no, that's the right one. Oof. Yikes. My eyes, I don't know what they did, but it was the reverse. The two were on top and the one was on the bottom. That's what I mean when it's that close. It's like, oof, your mind can play things on you, you know? It can sure play tricks on you. So I've also had to let go of my goal of finishing this beauty before the end of the year. Like, I know I'm not going to be able to. Way back, like this summer, I figured out that I was going to have to do it twice a week until the end of the year in order for me to finish it. And I didn't do any for months. So, yeah, I'm not gonna finish it, and that's okay. So we're gonna do 39. Sometimes, you know, that's just the season of life that you're in. So that's 905. It's a green. We're done with the boring dark colors. You know, the season of life, and I really thought that season of life was done for me. But then you have grandkids. So, you know, I have her 3 days a week, and I can't do too much. Like, I can cut stuff because it takes like 10 minutes to cut, right? So I come out in the kitchen on my counter right here, and I put the sheet on the carrier sheet or whatever, the sticky mat. And then everything's all set up in there with the file. So then I'll walk in there and I'll say, "Are you coming with me, Baba?" And I start walking, and then she follows me. So by the time she gets there, I am already, like, I've pushed the send button and I'm on my way out. But at least I know what she's doing. She's following me. And then I come out here 10 minutes, and then I have 2 mats. So then I'll get the other one put up, or you know, I take the one off that just cut. That takes me literally, it takes me about a minute to take the stuff off and put the new sheet on, maybe a minute and a half. And then I have like 8 minutes. And really, a lot of times I don't go as soon as the machine is done. You know, if I'm doing something with her, it's like, okay, I'll go in a little bit and get it. But that way I get, you know, at least 10, 15 done while she's here. So in 3 days, I'll get like 30 packages done, right? And once we open our store, that's when I plan to do some of the packing too, is when she's sleeping. I'll go in that room. I can hear her from that room. I can pack for an hour and a half. And then I'll keep cutting, you know, when she's awake. And then when she goes home, then I can say, okay, I'll pack for an hour or 2 at night, you know. And then on Thursdays and Fridays, I can pack on those days too. To tell you the truth, I don't know how I'm going to manage everything, but we're just going to go with it, right? We're going to go with it. And then at night, Dave said he can help me. The 2 of us, we should be able to get, you know, quite a bit done. I don't expect that I'm going to get like 1,200 orders. I mean, it would be awesome. I don't have the products for 1,200 orders, but you know what I mean. I don't expect it to be, you know, until later on, you know, hopefully. Okay. I got to start making shorts for, like short videos for YouTube, like packing and maybe using the machine to cut and that kind of stuff. And put it on YouTube Shorts, Instagram, and TikTok. Just to promote the business, you know, a little bit. And go from there. And then in the new year, we plan on doing like notebooks, notepads. weekly planners. I want to make some planner stickers. We just had a lot on our plate right now with just moving everything over. So it's like, okay, let's just do like die cuts and stickers and buttons for now. And then we'll kind of expand after Christmas. So this will be our soft launch is what we're calling it. And then after Christmas, we'll have a shop launch, like a bigger shop launch. Probably, I would say the end of February or March will be our real first launch, you know, in ordering stuff. And again, the postal is on strike, so I can't order notebooks and notepads and all that, and it'll get to me. It won't. So it'll just get held up, and then that's a good way for it to get lost, right? So we'll just do what we can do. Okay, is that it? Oh, that'd be awesome. No, a few here. A few here. Oh, I bought my first Christmas present this morning. And it's one of those tools that you bring up to the counter so that they can, you know, cook with you or whatever. And it turns into a little desk too. So, you know, when she starts writing, you know, or pretending or coloring or whatever, I can just turn it on its side and it'll be a little desk. So 2 for 1, why not? So now we're going to do 35, which is the T, and it's DMC 895. Well, we're almost at 40 minutes right now. Okay, I just stopped the recording and went and checked on her. So we were doing T, right? Because yesterday she slept for 40 minutes. So, I mean, I could hear her, but I still like to check. Okay, do the T. You could tell too, sometimes when they're overtired, right? It's even harder to get them to go to sleep because they're overtired. And as soon as she wakes up, it's going to be lunchtime, so I'll have to get her lunch ready. And then she'll have lunch. The days do go by fast though. It just feels like I'm always, you know, either changing a bum or, oh, sorry, getting her bottle ready and getting food, feeding her. I keep hitting. It's because I'm doing this instead of the other way. For whatever reason, I'm hitting the camera. I don't feel like putting all of those. I am so bad at putting things straight. It's okay. I'm really a perfectionist on a lot of things, but this is supposed to be fun. So I don't want to stress over it. I just want to, it's supposed to be a stress reliever, right? You know what? When it took me 35 minutes to put her to sleep, I almost said to myself, you know what? I don't think I want to do that. I think I just want to go lay down with some heat on my back because, ouch, my back is hurting. But I thought, you know what? That's one more video that'll be done. It'll probably just go up tonight because I won't have time to edit while she's here. So I'll edit it once she goes home. And okay, I just put up my camera just a little bit so that I stop hitting the camera. There we go. So yeah, I'll edit as soon as she goes home or shortly after. Oh, tonight's gonna be easy. I think we got a chicken from Costco last night. We stopped at Costco on the way home from going to his game, and the coffee was on sale, and I saw on Facebook that coffee's supposed to go ridiculous. So the fact that it was on sale, we bought 3. Because the coffee that I like is $16.99 a bag, and it was on for $12.99 or something. It was $4 off. So if you buy 3, you basically, you know, almost get 1 free. But I think he's going to go back tonight, and he's going to get a couple more, and we'll have 5. And I looked at the expiry date. He was going to go back in last night, and I'm like, well, you can go tomorrow, and then we can look at the expiry date. And what I like to do too is for my son, I like to make him a little care package, and I squirrel away stuff all year, and he comes in August. So he loves that coffee, and he can't get that coffee where he is, like the Costco where he is doesn't have that coffee, and it's his favorite one. It's the French vanilla. I think it's Zavita. Anyway, so last summer I had managed to put 3 away because I only thought of that, like, it was late in the season. Do you know what I mean? So I didn't have, and then a whole bunch of other stuff. So I said, okay, now we're going to start early. So I got him one of those. He really loved the Dawn spray wash. I don't know if you've seen those. I think it's called spray wash. Anyway, it's in a bottle. It's like you can wash dishes with it and stuff, but it's in a bottle, like a spray bottle. I clean everything with that, like the top of my stove, everything. And he was like, oh, that's awesome. And I think they looked to see if they could find some on the way home at a Walmart on the way home. So when that went on sale for $9.99, I got one for me and I got one for him, and I squirreled that away. Now, the coffee, the expiry date is October 2025, but I'm like, you know, let's get 5. It's okay. Like, there's a few in there that's for him. But what I'll do is whenever it goes on sale again and the expiry date is further away, we'll use the October 2025. Because see, he doesn't come till August. So September, October, that's only 2 months. So I'll just, even if one of them is October, it'll be fine. You know what I mean? And then when we run out, then we have a stash to go get the stuff, and we don't have to pay the full price for it. And, oh, I forgot that right there. Is there any more teas? Yes, there is one more right there. Oh, and 3 more up there. I'm glad I checked. The thing is I'm quite far away from my canvas, you know, because of the camera. So it's hard for me to see everything. Oh, I forgot one there too. Jeez Louise. Okay, that was tea. Was that tea? See, I forget. Yeah, it was tea. It was definitely tea. It just feels like I've been on this. I'm looking to see. Yeah, same color. There's nothing worse than when you put the wrong color in the jar. Oh man, it literally takes like 30 minutes to sort through. Not fun. Okay, I'm gonna, oh, look at that. I missed a whole bunch. I thought I just missed one, but no. Okay. I think that's it. Okay, so now we're gonna go with 38, which is DMC 904, and it's a green triangle. And we'll probably finish with this. Oh, I forgot one again. How could I not see that? And that's the one I pointed to. And I looked and I looked and I looked and I didn't see it. Now I'm gonna have to do that one again. Man. I thought I had heard the baby, so look at all the T's. I thought I had heard the baby, so I can check like with my phone. So I just checked and it's like, nope, she's still snoozing. But I think the reason I say I want to stop it there is even if I could get 10 minutes on my back, that would be awesome. And then this will be about 45 minutes. I mean, it's not an hour, but like I said, I went from, you know, saying, oh, an hour and a half a week to times 2, an hour and a half a week, to if I can do 45 minutes, all those weeks that I didn't do 45 minutes, and if I would have done 45 minutes, it would get done. It's like organizing my room, right? I find it, I'm so busy right now, and I used to be able to give like an hour and a half to clean my room every week, and it was coming along really well. And then all of a sudden I just got super busy, and instead of stopping, now I get maybe an hour, maybe. Some weeks it's not even an hour, it's like 45 minutes. But you know what? It's 45 minutes that gets stuff done, and it's 45 minutes that I won't have to do later. And one thing that I noticed is that, you know, all this stuff, even though this has taken me months to clean up, all the stuff is pretty much staying clean. Like I've noticed that my We Are Memory Keeper, the one where I keep the, like trays in, and it's to, you know, prep some pages. That one there, that's the only thing that I'm having trouble keeping clean. And, you know, last week when I did my Organize With Me, I cleaned up one of those trays. And maybe this week I'll try to clean up another one of those trays. And I'm cleaning all my drawers. And a lot of times it's just a matter of organizing the drawer. It's not even like, there's a lot of times I barely take anything out of there that doesn't belong there. Because what I do is I have, you know, a drawer for tags, a drawer for frames, a drawer for, you know, different things. And but when I unpacked, I just kind of threw everything in the drawer. And that was 8 years ago. So it's time. It's highly time. And it didn't bother me. And I think that's why I didn't work with, you know, cleaned it up. Because I was like, whatever, you know, at least it's in a drawer. It's all put away. I'm okay with that. But then once I cleaned up my room like really well, I remember it was last April or May or something. And it was a disaster. It took me 10 weeks at about that. I was putting an hour and a half every time I worked on it. And it took me 10 weeks. So that was, you know, let's say 20 hours to clean up what I could see. I have one area left, which is my IKEA shelf, the one that is a 5x5. But that I'm doing it slowly. I'm still doing it, but I'm doing it slowly and just picking some stuff. I did the stamps out of it, so that's fine. And then I did, I'm doing the cardstock out of it because I had moved cardstock in there, which I love because it freed up, what's T again, 30, 35? Yeah, which I love because it freed up a whole bunch of places that I could put my finished layouts that are not in albums, or I stopped putting them in albums and in just a big container. But it freed that up so I could put my layouts in there because they were on my desk, and now my desk is free. And because my desk is free, I started using my Copic markers. So we're gonna do that little bugger there. Oh, you know what? It's a good thing I'm almost done because it's saying my battery is low. Low. Okay, got that done. Is there a lot of V's? Maybe we could do the V's. Let's do the V's. Watch. She's gonna wake up as soon as I finish, and I should have taken that time to That's 34, that's 890. And you know what? What I'm gonna do is I'm not even gonna usually I pick up everything right away. But today I might wait till she wakes up. That way because it takes me a good 10 minutes to put everything away and take everything out. And that's why I took everything out before I put her to sleep. And that way I, was actually diamond painting for that amount of time and not setting up. But I feel like I want to get this section done, and then that big thing right here will be done. And I love seeing this like closing in. Oh, so Paramount, of course I have Prime. I never go shopping in stores, and it's not that I just can't. I just don't have the time, Like yesterday, Dave went into Costco. While he was in there, I had told somebody I would send them something by text. So I did that while he was in there. I tried to read, and my brain was too tired to read. So I just sat there and just took the 20 minutes to just relax, right? I don't get many of those. So I'm like, you know what? Just take the time and relax. So I did that. And I probably could have gone in with him, but I said, you know what? I told him I was going to do that right away. So I want to do it. You go in, and then it was good because it was raining again. Oh my gosh, it's been raining for almost 2 weeks here. Talk about depressing. This morning we got up to nice sunny, and then now it's cloudy, and I don't know if it's supposed to rain again, but in a way it was good that we got that amount of rain, because we had such a dry summer that people that are on wells, it's dangerous for your well to go dry, right? So that was good. Now they told us that we could open a car wash because we have a spring that goes right into our well. So that's good, but you still don't want to push it, right? So, but at some point you're like, okay, we need sunshine. This is enough, but hopefully soon. And we said, can you imagine if that would have all been snow? We would have had like literally 5 feet of snow, because it just constantly rained. And some days it was raining hard. So if that would have been snow, oof, we'd be having to, make little paths everywhere. Okay, so that's it. We're going to stop here. That was what, V? I can't remember what container I used. That was V. I'm pretty sure 34. I got to get it before I forget. So that's it. That is going to complete the diamond paint with me. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit subscribe if you're enjoying these videos. If you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.